I think it works. Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. I don't really want to stand in front of you guys. So thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. The artists really appreciate it. I'll give a little backstory. So Canvas Invaders started out of, I think, to be honest, meeting Moses first. He invited me to a show. I followed him on Instagram. Went to his show, or he invited me, went and just connected with him, and he continued to invite me out to a lot of shows, which spurred into me meeting, I think, Ren next, and met Ren at I think it was the NIA Center. I don't know if anyone here is from the NIA Center or have heard of the NIA Center. He was on a panel there, and after the show he spoke with me like we were best friends. And then from there, he's like that. He's got a vibe. I think this playlist is your playlist. Yeah, like he's just cool like that.
Spotify configuration.
Yeah. And then from there, I think it was Shane. Quickly.
Yeah, we met, and then when I was doing the mural over at Mississauga, and that's kind of where this whole Canvas Invaders thing came up. I was telling him that he's going to be the DJ Khaled of black art in Toronto. By the way, that he's like going to all these shows, he's very out there. So happy that we're able to all come together and have this show tonight. So thank you guys for coming.
And then I met the workhorse who makes me work. I actually this is Abiola, pieces in the back here, and it's so funny, this story. Andrew, can you do me a favor? Can you check if that camera's okay? Just point that to the people, to us, I mean. Yeah. So I met Abiola at a show. I was actually going to see another artist. That artist didn't show up, and went to the show, to the venue, and press the red button at the top if it's not. And then I saw a piece that just was amazing. And the curator there said, "Would you like to meet the artist?" And I said yes. And then Abiola, I don't know if anyone got to speak to Abiola today or tonight. He is energy. Like at the show, he described his work, and the work is like this and like this, and I used the brush, but then I didn't even look at the canvas. I was like, whoa, this guy's serious. And then we connect. I think a week later or so, we had because after talking to Shane, I had this idea bubbling, and he was like, do it, I'll help you. And he had his own plans, and I think soon after that, you had a gallery. But then COVID hit. So I had just met this man, and he was like, he's just energy personified. And then from there, I think it was Simone, I was following you online. And I'm gonna give this to so she's shy. I don't know why she's shy, because I think everyone in here is related to her. But yeah, one of the interesting things with Simone is anytime I reached out, she replied like immediately right back. And that is very difficult when you're dealing with creative people, because they dance to their own drummer. So so I like that a lot, and her work is amazing, as you can see on the wall here. And I actually went to go see more of your work this week, and had car issues, but yeah, just an amazing artist. And then I think I came across Daniela, probably the same time. No, February this year. You were
we met.
Yeah.
The first time we connected was for the show I did at
Stacked. Yeah.
Which was
February this year.
Wintertime.
Yeah.
Probably in the right after Christmas.
Yeah.
February, yeah.
So you were part of a group show, and I think it was 6 other artists as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I emailed all of them to do what I do. I go and document all of the artists. And Daniela was the only one that replied back. So I was like, okay, let me go and interview Daniela and just speak it like, again, I don't know if you've had a chance to speak to her. When she speaks, you're just like, like, I think I asked in one of the interviews, I'm like, are you a therapist? Like,
I feel like you're a therapist.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give that back. Did I get everyone? Okay, just making sure. That background story. I had questions on my phone, so I'm gonna do like the Canvas Invaders thing and go behind the camera and ask you guys questions. Well, I've overheard some of the questions today, and I think one of the main things is what is your, and anyone can jump in, Abiola, there's other people here, so like Instagram quick answers, please. Thank you. So what is like your, what's your inspiration to continue? Sorry, let's get close.
All you guys type up a little bit so we can get you all.
So what is your inspiration to continue to do this? Because like I was saying, I was in your studio Tuesday, and the amount of work that you have can fill up this room and like 10 other rooms. So what continues to inspire you? 2 minutes max. So that's the mic you got to talk into.
Hello everyone, this is Abiola Ido. Actually, I see the world as a canvas, and I want to paint it with love on a daily basis. So I want to share positive energy to mine and to people in the world. So that's
it. That's amazing. Oh, snaps in the jazz club. Quiet man Moses. If you can go long because
no, just 10 minutes. Yeah. 10 seconds is good.
10 minutes.
Yeah, just yeah. I think it's life. Life in general, I think it's challenging. And our own story, it say everything. My story, it's mine. Yours is yours. But in the end, it's like all we share the same emotions. Doesn't matter. It's like pain, joy. You know, all this. Like we are human being. That's what inspired me is life.
Excellent. That's it.
Yes, it's just a bit of self-expression, going back to what he said there, just my own personality. I wanted to create beautiful images and then add my splash of personality onto it in hopes that the viewer still sees beauty in the painting. So I guess just promoting beauty and love, for sure.
I was going to say beauty and love, but that's all right. For me,
Just in case.
my name is Reynold Thomas. I go by Renz Art. My work's over here and hanging in front of you. I did some like MacGyver stuff to hang this stuff, so, hope y'all appreciate it. For me, I love this idea of connecting with people and being able to tell their stories, but also being able to connect with this expression of emotion and these emotions that we all sort of feel, whether those be inward, whether those be expression that we feel together, being able to tell that story and document that story through paints and through shapes and through lines, and have others feel that expression together.
Hi guys, if you don't already know, I'm Simone. What keeps me going is my passion. I love people. I love my people, and my thing is to make sure that we are represented. I feel that we're not represented in many spaces, and I want to be the one, as well as many others, to get us out there, to get us seen, to get our shine. So that's what keeps me going.
Hi everybody, my name's Daniela. These are my 3 paintings right here. For me, what keeps me going is it feels like self-exploration. My paintings are about being perceived and being viewed, so I really try to capture that experience and kind of make it feel like it's not such a vulnerable, isolating thing, and it's kind of something that can feel beautiful and evolving. So I think my fascination with what that feels like and what that looks like is what drives my career forward and keeps my painting and my my work evolving. Yeah.
So when I do these, so I've interviewed everyone here before. So make sure you guys go on YouTube and subscribe to my Canvas Invaders page, please. And one question that I think I've asked everyone, but we'll say it again today or tonight, is, or does anyone else in your family have this talent? I always find this answer interesting. Oh gosh, he said no, right? I don't think I asked you that before. Moses, did I ask you that before?
I think my younger brother, yeah, he has it, but I did it. I think having it is just one thing, and then you have to, you know, that's the thing. But his stuff, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I come from a household of 5 sisters. I don't, just like he was saying, I think they have it in them, but they just haven't got into it or expressed or experienced it enough. They definitely have some way to go, but I think mentally creative, for sure.
Yeah, for me, I come from a pretty creative family. My brother's a musician. He's like a concert pianist. My sister's a choir director. My other sister, she does like crafts and sews, and my mom has no creative ability at all. So I think she just like wished she had creative kids, and that's what happened. But funny story, my dad said he always wanted to be a visual artist, but never was provided with a platform to do so. So like he said he like wished that on me, and I guess that's where my creativity just came out. But with that, I feel like I was the only one out of my family who decided to pursue this as like a full-time thing, to want to really just not necessarily live out dreams, but live out who I really am, which has always been an artist. And to have the opportunity to do so is something I wanted to create for myself.
Okay, so for me, I believe like everyone in my family is quite creative, but in their own way. Like it's not exactly in a visual way, like visual arts, but they are creative. Like I have 2 of my sisters here. Shout out Naomi right there and Allison right there. But I mean, we're all creative in our own way. And I do have little ones, and let me tell you, okay, you guys watch out. For my 3, they're creative in their own way. So yeah.
For me, none of my family is really creative. My grandmother is a seamstress, and she had like the ability to draw, and that's kind of where my love for art came from. Was I started out drawing like clothing, and I was really interested in fashion, and then soon after I realized that it was the love for the drawing that I had, not necessarily the like fashion that I wanted to pursue. But art for me has always just like kind of just like come out of me very naturally. It's always felt like it chose me, I didn't choose it. And I don't know, maybe sometimes you grow up in a family that harbors your love for art, but for me it kind of just felt like it was something that came out of me. Yeah.
So I was going to ask more, but does anyone have any burning questions? You've seen some of the pieces now. Here's your chance to ask some of the artists. If not, everyone has to buy me a drink.
Who's your favorite Black artist?
They're going to say the person beside them, probably. Hopefully. Any favorite artists, Black artists?
I like Keon Wiley.
Yeah.
Keon Wiley.
I'll just give that to you.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean. He is, I think he's an American painter, and he kind of takes like the traditional colonial, like British painting and puts like modern day, like black men in the position of like, say, some type of like conqueror. Yeah, but they're really interesting. If you haven't seen his pieces, he's an amazing figurative painter and very detailed. So he has great stuff.
He did do the Obama.
Yeah, he has great paintings. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm surprised no one said Basquiat.
There's a man called Bruce Onobra Prayer. You could check it online. Bruce Onobra Prayer. And then Fela Anikulapo Kuti, a musician.
Okay.
The Bruce Onobra Prayer, you need to check him out. I think he's still alive. I think close to 90 now, so he never stopped. So I think I got the idea from there that, you know, you have to empty yourself. You know, as you are standing, We can't afford to die with our talent, with what God has given to us. You have to die empty. Make sure you pass what you have to another generation. People are looking towards you. The way you dress, the way you speak, you are a mentor to some people. So you have to get it right. Die empty. That's the idea. Thank you.
Anyone else? No? Okay. So to get like deep with these guys and hear their thoughts, I mean, it's playing back there. That's another artist. Go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Canvas Invaders. The more people subscribe, the more money I get. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But again, I thank you all for coming. Let's give them a round of applause for all the hard work that they did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it. Now you can just grab them and ask your questions. You could do the music again.
Do you get a shot, get a group picture?
Oh, yeah. Let's do one group.